Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on You, Me, and the X, Season 1, Episode 3, Explain Yourself. Y'all, let's get ready.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop.
auntie that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now, you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and uncles, sweet old auntie. Aunties that way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, hello there. This is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining this family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. If I had to rate this episode of You, Me, and the X, Season 1, Episode 3, Explain Yourself, I would say you need to explain yourself because your rating on this is a C minus. Okay. Y'all, if you are not watching this show, you are missing out on some of the craziest stuff that you will ever hear in your life. This couple behind me was introduced this week on this show, and they are by far the weirdest couple I've ever seen. Okay, now I don't know about you. Let me know down in the comment section if you've seen a couple weirder than this. What? Okay. Y'all, let me get to explaining. The lady in the burgundy shirt name is Danielle. She is currently married to Josh and they have one child. The lady in the pink name is Jennifer. She was the first wife of Josh. The woman that is in the yellow name is Chantel, and Chantel now is Jennifer's wife. They all live in the same household. They all live in the same household. Jennifer met Josh at a very young age. She said that she was wild and free and all of that kind of stuff. She had a baby by Josh. She wasn't really committed to the relationship, but she married him anyway. But she was out there doing her thing. Jennifer and Chantel met each other at work, right? And the two of them were friends. But Jennifer ended up finding herself attracted to Chantel, and Chantel found herself attracted to Jennifer. But Chantel said she wouldn't pursue the relationship with Jennifer because she ain't into dating somebody who's already married. Because as we know, Jennifer over here in the pink was married to Josh over here in the blue. So Chantel and Jennifer ended up starting to date one another. Once they started dating each other, they then made a decision, right, that if they were going to have a relationship, Chantel told Jennifer, you need to get rid of your husband. So Jennifer, slowly but surely, started preparing herself to leave Josh by packing stuff up slowly but surely in the garage. One day, George came out to the garage and saw all the packages all the boxes and was like, yo, what's up, Jen? And Jen was like, yo, I'm leaving you. Jennifer indicated that she's never thought that she would be attracted to a woman, but she fell for Chantel. In the meantime and in between time, Josh made a decision that since his marriage was kaput, that he would just go out and be, a boy toy or whatever. And in the process, he met Danielle right over here in the Burgundy. When he met Danielle over here in the Burgundy, he and Danielle ended up getting pregnant. And so as a result, the two of them got married. So now all four of these people live together under the same roof. Now, Jennifer and Chantel are trying to have a baby. They were trying to look for a donor in order to have the baby, but then they thought about it and it was like, aha, the best person to have this baby with is Josh. So now Josh and Danielle be doing the do, and then they take the do, put the do in a cup, and then they take these two take the do out the cup and insert the do. And it's all some do. Because they want to have a baby and they believe that Josh is the best person. Now, Josh wants to be in the room when Chantel had a baby, but Chantel is not messing with him like that. Now, Danielle said that at first, when they was dating each other and married, Josh was constantly having conversations between him and Jennifer. Both of these two was like, we didn't like the fact that this was going on between them. And so, we both had to talk to both of them. Then they said that they made a decision between them that they were going to get to know these two on a different level. And so now they okay with each other, even though Chantel really don't mess with none of them, but really she messed with her girl Jennifer. So Jennifer indicated that Chantel has tried the process several times and it has failed. It has come out to no pregnancy. Y'all, they literally show themselves pulling the dew out of the cup. Oh, what a cotton freaking tangle web we weave. This couple is weird. You can say what you want to say. I've never seen anything like this. Maybe people really do live like this. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, this is the weirdest crap that I've ever seen. However, I'm intrigued and I'm nosy as hell. So I'm going to continue to watch this train. The next couple that I want to talk about, y'all, is Lauren, John, April. Hold on, let me get to April. April and her ex behind me. Right. This is April. This is Roy. The two, April and Roy, were married. John and Lauren were married. They were next door neighbors. John came over while Roy was deployed to cut the grass and ended up getting him some ass. And so the two of them hooked up. Now, Lauren indicated that April tried to run her over. But they decided, instead of being enemies, that they needed to get to know one another. So they got to know one another. And now they do a podcast together to help other women who find themselves in these kind of relationships. John comes home and he finds April and Lauren in the bathtub together. drinking wine and doing a photo shoot for their podcast. He's sick of these relationships. He doesn't have a good relationship with his ex-wife, Lauren. Even though Lauren lives 8 doors down from their house and Roy lives 4 doors down. Roy and April still own the house together that John is sleeping in. John has made a decision that he believes that he and April should be able to get married. Because of all of the fool-la-la that was going on between the two of them, they eloped because they had kids involved, families involved, all that. So they went and eloped. But now John wants to give April the wedding that she never had. So he goes into the drawer and he pulls out her wedding ring and he goes to put more diamonds in it because he wants to propose to her again and he wants to give her a wedding. They go out on a date. He gives her the ring on the date and tells her that he wants to remarry her, that he would marry her over and over again. But then he asks April flat out, April, when are you going to be finished with Roy? I need you to be finished with Roy. She was like, what? Get rid of Roy? He was like, yeah. And she was like, Roy's never going to go anywhere. She's saying this because of the children, but I really think that she has feelings with Roy because she indicated that Roy, according to friends, still got feelings for her. But she accepts his proposal, says that she's ready for the wedding, and we're going to see how messy boot this becomes because there's some serious issues that are going on with this couple. Alex and Caroline are hot till mess. Now, last week, we saw Alex with Caroline at the Friendsgiving party. All of their friends and family on both sides think this relationship is crazy. According to Alex's sister, she has dressed him and everything, and she knows that he is gay. But he was in a relationship with this guy that's up here on his cell phone named Steven. And Steven, he said, treated him like an object and not as a human being. He went through a lot of stuff with Steven. And so, although him and Steven are still friends, Alex carries a lot of hurt and pain as a result of that relationship. A lot of that hurt and pain he dumped on Caroline, who he's now with. He has told them last week at the Friendsgiving party that he thinks he wants to marry Caroline and he wants to be engaged to her because he believes that Caroline accepts him just the way that he is. His sister that was on the show last week is the only person who's ever met Caroline in person. So now he got his other sister with him at the mall while he's looking for a wedding, an engagement ring for Caroline. The sister is like, what the hell are you doing? You're not interested in women. And he was like, I am. I think that she is my soulmate and this is who I want to marry. She was like, well, what about Steven? So while they're in the store, Steven calls. The sister, Steven, Alex is on the phone. And of course, he's always got him flashed up on the screen. And Steven was like, what are you doing? He was like, I'm in the mall. The sister leans in and says, he in the mall buying an engagement ring for Caroline. So Steven was like, what? For what? You're going to propose to her? You want to be married? He said, I wanted to be married 12 years ago when I was messing with you, but you messed the joint up. But the family wants Alex in their opinion, to be true to himself and continue to be the man that they want him to be. Yeah. But Alex is saying, I am being true to me. Caroline is who I'm choosing to be with. But the family is like, what? So the sister and everybody is going to gather at an apartment and they're going to meet Caroline. And I believe it's going to be at this point where he is going to be not only introducing Caroline to the family, who still wants him to be with Steven, but proposing as well. This ain't going to work out either. Like we've already seen in the previews that this is going to be a hot A mess. Poor Alex. I don't see this having a happy ending like he thinks it is going to have. Casey, Jessica, and this man. Casey came into the household between Jessica and this man. Let me make sure I get his name, because I don't want to keep calling him this man. I just can't think of his name right off. So I always keep this up in the background. Jerry. Jerry and Jessica were married. KC is the girlfriend. Kay Lovely is the girlfriend who's coming to the house. She has been trying her best to talk to Jessica about the arrangement. Now, Jessica says that in her household, there has been peace and harmony, and that she doesn't appreciate Kay Lovely coming in here. But Kay Lovely has been trying to get Jessica's past aggressive ass to come clean about it. She's trying to act as if she is innocent and she has not done anything and she's not making little jabs and stuff. So the family decides that they're going to go on a ski trip. Now, Kay Lovely has never been on a ski trip, right? And so, but Jessica, of course, has, because she has the kids, and this is her ex-husband. She's living in the house with him, quote unquote, because of the pandemic. The pandemic is over, and I hope you did what you had to do and what you felt safe enough and comfortable enough to do, and you moved the fuck out. Because Jerry wants to have this relationship with Kay Lovely. Kay Lovely knew that she was walking into a jacked up ass situation, and she's trying to make the best of it. But Jessica's so jealous and passive aggressive that she's been taking little shots at KC, and Kay Lovely already said, "Bitch, do not forget I made you cute and all of that, but I'm Puerto Rican and I will fuck you up." So they go on a trip, the little trip to go skiing and everything, and Kay Lovely is screaming and hollering and everything. And Jessica's like, why is she screaming and hollering? But Kay is making a bond with her daughter, which is what I think she's mad about. The thing about it is she got the man and she's gaining the heart of the daughter. So she's complaining about how much she's screaming and yelling and hollering, and Kay is having a time of her life. They get back to the house after the ski thing, and Kay goes into a room and has a telephone call, and she is going off and crying because of the passive aggressive bullshit that Jessica is doing. So Jerry goes in and talks to Jessica and was like, something is wrong with Kay. What is going on? I don't know what's going on. It just seems like from the slopes to the car, something was going on. He said, yeah, she was talking about the energy in the car, and all of that, because she's been trying to, again, make strides to say, bitch, say what you got to say. But of course, Jessica's acting like she's unfazed, but she's throwing jabs. For instance, one of the jabs that she threw last week is that when they was having breakfast, she came over with her oatmeal and sat on Jerry's lap and said, we have I eat my oatmeal on his lap. And Kay was like, well, that's going to have to change. And she was like, really? And Kay was like, yeah. And she was like, just kidding. You don't kid like that. Now, because Kay Lovely has OCD or ADHD or whatever the hell she has these alarms that goes off on her phone. One of the alarms went off on her phone, and he said, what is that alarm for? She said, that alarm is to remind me to tell you that you're handsome and sweet and all of that. Like, she got bells and whistles going off on her phone to remind her of certain things and to do certain things, if, starting at 4 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, I need that on this. So Jerry says, you know what? Let me go find out what's going on. Jerry goes in to Kay, and Kay tells him, I'm sick of the passive aggressive stuff. I'm sick of her facial expressions, always making stupid ass facial expressions. I've tried to give her an opportunity to say what she had to say. So guess who comes knocking on the door? Jessica, the devil in the green dress. And it's like, is everything okay here? He was like, well, I'm talking to Kay about it. Kay said, no, bitch, everything ain't okay. Because you playing games. You making faces all the time. She said, I gave you 3 opportunities to talk to me about how you felt. She said, you can even just tell me you don't like me. So, of course, with her passive aggressive attitude, and now she's a victim. I don't know what you're talking about. Casey, bitch, don't play with me. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Even if you don't like me, just say you don't like me. Stuff around here is going to change. She said, I was trying to be nice to your ass. But from now on, I'm not even going to be nice. It is what it is. But Jessica, in the meantime, before she went up, was like, I want her gone. I want my happy home back. Bitch, he's not your man. And your issue should be with him, not with Kay Lovely. Kay Lovely is only doing what he's invited her to do. And that was to come in the house. Now, Kay Lovely took the basement. She been trying to get along. And you throwing little jabs. But Kay Lovely said, no, bitch, not this time. She said, you're passive aggressive. Passive aggressive. And it ain't cool. And it's not going to be what happens. So guess what? Jessica walks her ass out of there limping. And Jerry was like, let's take a trip. I want to do something nice, give us some time to spend together. She said, I would love that. See, when you do little stuff like that, all you do is turn that man right back into her arms. Y'all, that is my review of this show. Thank you all so much for being here. If you're watching this show, let me know down in the comment section what you think about this crazy Foo La La. This is the weirdest show that I have ever watched. And I'm telling you right now, I'm here for the ride until it get real crazy. Then a bitch might have to reconsider whether or not she's going to continue to be looking at this. Love you all to pieces and have a great and fantastic night. Love y'all.